The silence is the first thing you notice. It presses down on the air, thick and hard to breathe. Before, the house was never truly quiet. Always a background hum, a page turning, a pen clicking, a sigh in an armchair. Now, there is only silence. It's a void where life used to be, a tangible emptiness woven into the home. Every corner seems to hold its breath, waiting for footsteps that never come. The mail is addressed to only one person now. These are the small, relentless paper cuts of grief. The home, once a sanctuary, now feels like a museum of a life that has ended. My steps are softer, as if not to disturb the fragile peace. I catch myself listening for a key in the lock, a voice from another room. But the silence only answers with more silence. The ordinary rhythm of the day is broken. I navigate a landscape both familiar and terrifyingly new. Dawn is no longer a shared promise, just a marker of time passing alone. The sun rises, indifferent, illuminating the emptiness. There is the before, and there is the after. This vast, echoing quiet where I now reside. The kitchen was our center where the day began and ended. The ritual kettle on tea brewed just right as silent choreography. Now, the kettle sits cold on the stove. For weeks, I avoided it, drinking coffee by the counter, unable to face the duet alone. The routine was so entwined with his presence that to enact it without him felt like highlighting the hole he left. His teacup, left unwashed, became a shrine, a final, tangible piece of his last morning. The kitchen, once warm, became a landscape of painful reminders. Every drawer, every cabinet, held a memory, his favorite tin, the chipped saucer. These small things became heavy with meaning. Avoiding the tea ritual was self-preservation, a way to sidestep. But avoidance isn't sustainable. The silence in the kitchen grew louder than anywhere else. Grief turns the ritual. So was I. The kitchen waited, silent, for something to begin again. I remember the way he held his cup, both hands wrapped around it, drawing warm. The first sip, eyes closed, a contented sigh. His laughter, a low rumble sparked by some silly observation over tea. The steam rising from our cups, we once called them dancing ghosts. These are the memories that surface now, not grand milestones, but the small, quiet moments. The way he tapped his spoon 3 times. The time he read my tea leaves and predicted an overripe avocado. Grief is a chaotic collage of past and present. The teacup is no longer just a cup. It holds echoes of conversations, shared silences, inside jokes. The laughter is what I miss most. Now, silence feels unnatural. The memories are both comfort and torment. A beautiful, painful echo in the quiet. The world expects grief to be loud. But more often, it's a quiet, persistent hum. It's the ache of absence, the effort to get out of bed when the other side is cold. It's stopping yourself from buying something he would have loved. You go through the motions, work, groceries, emails, while navigating a minefield of memories. A song, a smell, a sight. Anything can trigger a fresh wave of sorrow. You learn to perform normalcy, wearing a mask while your inner world is in turmoil. People offer platitudes, but they miss the point. Grief isn't a wound that heals and disappears. It's a landscape you must learn to live in. The absence becomes a permanent feature of your new geography. The persistence of this quiet sorrow is a testament to the depth of love lost. The pain is not weakness, but a measure of what was shared. Learning to carry this quiet grief is the task at hand. It's not about forgetting or moving on. It's about integrating the loss, letting memory and pain coexist. This is a quiet daily act of courage. The world moves on, but inside you learn to live with the echo. One morning, the silence felt different, just empty. I looked at the cold kettle and his teacup. Dust settled on it. Avoidance was more exhausting than grief. In that moment, I chose to reclaim the ritual. I washed his cup gently, as if handling a relic. I wasn't erasing him. I was preparing a space for him. I filled the kettle, turned on the burner, a small, defiant sound. I made the tea just as he liked it, strong. 4 minutes. The aroma of Earl Grey filled the air as if he was beside me. I didn't make a cup for myself. This one was for him. I placed it in his spot, a simple gesture against the finality of death. I sat across from his empty chair, watching the steam rise. This wasn't about moving on, but carrying him with me. The tea would grow cold, but the act mattered. It was a way to say, I remember you. I love you. You are still here in this quiet space, in this cup of tea. It was one last cup, and also the first of many more. In the ritual, I found a way forward. If you are reading this, perhaps you, too, live in the after. You may have your own untouched teacup, your own sacred relics of grief. These small things are anchors, proof of a life that mattered. I invite you to find your own ritual. It doesn't have to be grand. Make a cup of tea, play a song, take a walk. Honor the person you lost in a small, manageable way. This is not about dwelling in sadness, but making space for memory. It takes courage to face reminders of what we've lost. Avoidance risks losing the beautiful details. By engaging in ritual, you tend to memory, keep connection alive. There is no final destination called healed, only learning to live with a changed heart. The love remains constant, carried by small, deliberate gestures. This is how we continue.